Hello and happy Tuesday, friends. My name is Tangerina Vicky, whatever you'd like to call me. I am a school behavior intervention specialist with 15 years experience working with students on de-escalation strategies, conflict resolution, and teaching them social skills to hopefully help them make better choices, which will ultimately have a better outcome in their life. Today we're using my experience to do a body cam breakdown. Today we're doing something fun and different. We're doing a 2 takes Tuesday, which means that I'm going to watch a video with another officer already reacting to the video. So either a current or former officer that is reacting to the video, and I'm going to react along with them. You're going to see their reactions and my response to their reactions. Today's video comes to us from Sheriff Lamb. He is the former sheriff of the Pinal County Sheriff's Department in Pinal County, Arizona. And this video is called, Here's Why Your McDonald's DoorDash Order Never Showed Up. Let's get into it.
Get on the fucking ground! Don't fucking move!
All right, everybody, welcome back. We got another video for you. This one comes from Code Blue Cam, and it is, here's why your McDonald's DoorDash order never showed up. I haven't seen it. Let's go.
Get on the ground!
The person seen fleeing the scene here is Jelen. This is not his car, but as officers race after him in hot pursuit, they will learn that this stolen vehicle will become the least of their concerns.
You're gonna get shot too! Get on the ground! Get on!
Dang. Oh,
Got a gun on you.
On April
allegedly. This is not his first rodeo.
approximately 12:46 p.m., officers from the Wauwatosa Police Department in Wisconsin
Have you noticed we get a lot of videos out of Wisconsin? A lot of stuff coming out of Wisconsin. I don't know if it's because there's just a lot of body cam and they're good about responding to FOIA requests, but we get a lot out of Wisconsin.
respond to an
And I'm going to pause there and say that there's another content creator out there that does body cam breakdowns and stuff like that. Donal Operator, if you know, you know. But he always jokes that La Crosse, Wisconsin is the GTA server of the Midwest.
area for a 2022 black Honda Accord reported stolen from the Milwaukee Police Department. As one of the officers spots the same car heading towards a McDonald's in a nearby complex, he begins to follow it with coordinating an action plan with a backup officer en route to the same location.
Okay, so this is very standard. When we get a hit on a stolen vehicle, sometimes you get it from a license plate reader or somebody sees the vehicle, reports it. My guess is this came from a license plate reader. And so they had a hit on a stolen vehicle out of Milwaukee. So now they follow the vehicle. You typically don't pull them over until you have a second unit. You want to wait so you can do a high risk stop. And you can, or if they take off on you, you got more than one unit there. So that's why they probably just gently followed him until they had a second unit available.
Followed him.
What neither officer realizes is that their seemingly watertight plan is about to fall apart in an instant.
Well, you know, they say everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face.
Hey, firm. It's on the east side of the building. We might be able to contain it because I'm north of it right now. At the at-home parking lot, if we can get someone to come from the south end of the McDonald's. Is that one by the door? I believe so, yes.
141, I'll enter from the south. I was unable to see if it was occupied, but I'm at the entrance to the south.
10-4, I'll come in from the north.
Denver, let me know when you're approaching.
I'm approaching, pulling in now.
Okay.
Or McDonald's.
So he goes to get in the car, realizes there ain't nowhere to go.
Don't fucking move!
Oh, he dropped the food. Oh man, spilled all those.
He just dropped the gun! He just dropped the gun, he's running!
So he had a gun, just dropped the gun. This is all the stuff you're having to process when you're in a foot pursuit. You're watching hands, you're watching to see if they throw anything. So clearly they just saw they've dropped a gun. I've been in foot pursuits when guns fell out of people's pants. And you know, you have to make a mental note of all that so you can go back and pick it up. Especially if this kid's a convicted felon, he's not supposed to be carrying a gun. And now you still don't know if he has another gun, so you have to be very cautious because obviously he's shown a propensity to have a gun on him.
I think one thing that Sheriff Lamb didn't touch on here is not only do you have to take a mental note of where the gun was dropped, but now you have that kind of in the back of your mind of if it was dropped in a public place, can somebody get a hold of that gun that shouldn't have a gun? Or even worse, could a small child potentially end up getting a hold of the gun, not understanding exactly what it is and the dangers of it, and have an accidental misfire situation where or discharge, either one, however you want to put that, where somebody gets hurt because this gentleman took off running and threw a gun in a place that somebody else can access it. So those are all things that is also going through the officer's mind at this point.
You're gonna get f***ing shot too. Get on the ground. White box for the lazy boy. Round lazy boy. Coming back out to Mayfair eastbound.
Come on, baby.
Trust.
Though the pursuing officer trips during the chase, he manages to share enough crucial details for a
That sucks.
take charge, just in time to stop Jelen from disappearing out of sight.
People underestimate how hard it is to go from sitting. You don't know. Maybe they've been sitting in their car for 2 hours, 3 hours, driving, patrolling. And now all of a sudden you go from that to a full-on foot pursuit. You know, your legs don't always, even if you're in decent shape, it's a whole, your body's all of a sudden shocked into action. And it's not easy.
He just dropped the gun. He just dropped the gun. He's running.
Ball clock head towards.
Doing some pursuit driving here.
Right here. Black sweatshirt, green pants. Get on the f***ing ground.
Yes. Great.
Get on, roll over. I'm on the ground, roll over.
Good job.
Hard.
Hey, where's this?
Yes, sir. I hope we have that takedown from another angle. And there we go. You know me. I'm all about the cuffs. There they go. Cuffs are coming on, as they should. But here we go.
Left direction.
Taking him into custody.
The suspect who fled the scene is 21-year-old Jelen. What the officers don't know yet is that Jelen is a convicted felon with a history dating back to 2022 and 2023. In 2022, he was involved in a pursuit with a stolen vehicle. And in 2023, he was found in possession of a firearm as an adjudicated delinquent.
I gotta get back to the bag over there.
Go. Grab the gun.
105 in custody, 3100 block Mayfair.
With Jelen
Good stuff. Bam!
and collecting evidence. But Jelen isn't done yet.
You got another gun on you? You got another gun? Yeah,
Shut up.
Sergeant, nonetheless. Oh, look at all that cash.
Negative, there's just one for now.
just one.
Yeah, just him.
Nice job. All clear.
Not yet. You just watched that.
Oh, he's on paper. Look at that.
Yeah, he dropped it right outside. Your boy kept
Make sure that gun's secured.
almost got shot.
I don't know. Find out where it is.
Yeah, he dropped it right outside.
Roll over.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hold on. Here I come. I'm getting up right now, sir.
What else, sir? Let me pick my pants up.
No.
All right, that's cool.
Keep your hands out.
I am, my bad. I apologize.
Stop grabbing for shit.
I apologize. I'm finna get it right now. Give me a second.
Bend your knee up on your knee.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Give up.
I'm sorry.
Stand up.
No, please carry me. Please.
No.
No, dude.
I'm not carrying you.
Decided to run from the fleet.
I finna
Seriously?
get up. No, I finna get up, but don't. I don't bro.
Separate your feet.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Here I come.
We're gonna walk to that car.
Which one?
Right there.
Yeah. Execution could have been better, but
Still a work in progress.
implemental.
Anyone else? Slow it down.
Yeah.
Somebody pick up the gun?
When we cleaned it, but then he came out and opened the door. And he's like,
Bro, can you call somebody for me?
No.
Is he a Kia? Is that a Kia? It looked like Kia tires. Kia boy.
good. Yeah, sorry, I wanted to stay back for that.
No, I mean, yeah, I saw it come out and I was like, what the f? Hey, can you please grab my phone, sir?
Check those cuffs and double lock them for me.
So there's his gun.
Set of circumstances. Why would you be doing legit business in it? It's not a polymer, no. That's a real Glock.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I started running. I saw that. And I'm like, I should probably just
Probably stick around.
Oh, yeah.
So he was legit door dashing in a stolen car.
Like, he came out, went in, tried to reverse, realized it wasn't going to happen, and then he got back out, and then...
Man, I need to do more cardio like you. Hey, way to put that to work.
Dude, I can't believe it worked.
I know, man.
Fireworks going to be so mad.
I know. Good shit.
After bringing Jelen to the station, one of the officers settles in to question him about the incident, only to be surprised when Jelen decides to flip the script.
So, you got out of McDonald's, you obviously saw us, right? Jumped in the car, tried to flee in the car, correct?
Yes, sir. I stepped in the vehicle, yes, sir.
Okay. To flee.
No, sir. Not to flee, no, sir.
What would you get in the vehicle for?
I didn't.
And put it in reverse.
Sir, I just got in the vehicle. I thought you guys were going somewhere totally else, sir.
Well, I don't believe you because then you immediately got out and ran.
Yes, sir.
So,
I ran because I'm a bracelet, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you had a gun on you?
Allegedly.
Well, no, not a lot. Like, I physically saw the gun fall from the
Allegedly.
Like, you literally took it out and dropped it on the ground along with the...
Yes, sir. Allegedly.
Okay, so are you saying that you had a gun on you? Or did it just
No,
fall
sir.
from
I'm
the
not
air?
saying I had a gun on me at all, sir.
So, did you have a gun on you? No. Okay. So why would you run if you didn't have a gun and you didn't flee? Why would you run?
Sir, you probably heard this multiple times, but I'm terrified of police officers. I had a cousin killed by you guys.
How about stop committing crimes? I don't know. Just that. The majority of the people in society don't have problems with police because you know why? We don't commit crimes. But when you're out driving around in stolen cars, carrying guns, doing whatever else you're doing with the criminal history of stealing cars and other dangerous crimes, yeah, you should probably be terrified of the cops because we're going to catch you.
No.
He's got a good point. And again, the majority of people learn these social skills on how to, follow directions and accept consequences. And they know the importance of education and educating themselves. And they know how to control their emotions and all of those things. And so having those 4 main skills that I talk about a lot keeps you from having to have contact with the police in an official capacity where you're the subject of the investigation. That being said, this guy, the way that he's speaking, the way that he's acting right now, this isn't his first rodeo. They did say that he is a convicted felon and he has 2 felony convictions underneath his belt already. Obviously, he didn't learn the first time that he stole a vehicle because he did it again. And that tells me, and I've said in previous videos, that there has to be consequences to your actions, or you don't understand that that action is not okay. If the consequence is dire enough, if it's something that really upsets you and makes you question what you've done in your past and in your life, you're not going to commit the same crime. I believe that we need not necessarily harsher punishments, but we need to find a way to help those that we're adjudicating and that we're giving punishments to make better choices in the long run. Sometimes that is with harsher punishments, but a lot of times it can be simply by trying to teach them these social skills that they're obviously lacking. I work in schools. I work for the juvenile detention program where I currently work, and I had students that would end up adjudicated. They would end up in the juvenile detention facility. I would work with them there. I would also work with them outside of that facility. And you would see some of these students who, simply by being in that facility, their entire demeanor, their entire attitude changed. Other students thought it was something that made them cool and even better. I've been in juvie, haha. And so depending on the individual that you're dealing with, depends on how well simply just being adjudicated works. But teaching social skills and teaching how to utilize these skills, put them in your toolbox and use them to make better choices in the long run, that always works. you have working with students and teaching them these social skills. I'd have students that would, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb. You know, you guys are idiots, blah, 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 all of these things. And you just keep pushing it and keep pushing it and keep pushing it and keep pushing it. And after a couple of weeks, they start catching on. And then eventually they'll walk up to you and be like, this was so great for me. I'm making better choices. I'm getting better grades. My attendance is better. I'm not doing all the things that I was doing. And it's all because you guys helped. And so social skills really do work, and teaching them really does work. And we have to stop as a society assuming that you're just going to know these skills. It's something that we need to start really making sure that we're teaching our students, that we're teaching our kids. I tended to work more with middle school and high school kids on these types of skills. And the thing is if they were taught in primary school, I wouldn't have to be trying to teach these skills in a middle school or a high school level. So I am a big advocate for teaching these skills that can keep you from making choices like our subject currently has been making.
He did not have a weapon. It wasn't Wauwatosa police officers.
Well, that's good.
It wasn't exactly.
Well, not good. I'm sorry to hear that.
I understand what you're saying. That's why I didn't take it as disrespect.
Whose car is that?
Oh, it's not my car, sir.
Whose is it?
I don't know, sir.
So you just don't know whose car you drive?
So that's the time where you guys saw me coming out. I didn't physically drive the car, but I did get in the driver's seat of the car.
Okay.
As
He's trying to play semantics.
trouble, completely denying any involvement, he shifts gears and starts questioning the officer, almost as if he's the one conducting the interrogation.
I understand what you're saying.
So whose car was that you drove? Or that you got into?
I have no knowledge to it, sir.
So you don't know whose car that is?
No, sir, I have no knowledge to it, sir.
So you're just getting in a stranger's car?
No,
when
sir.
you saw us?
No, sir. No.
Because you got in, you just admitted to getting in the car.
I'm agreeing with you, sir. I'm agreeing with you.
Sure. So you got in, so either you got into a complete stranger's car, randomly.
Yes, sir. I'm not saying.
Or you drove there.
I'm not.
In the Honda.
Next question, please. Well, I have a question. What exactly are my charges at the moment?
Probably gonna get another bail jumping.
Where would the bail jumping come from? I'm not out on bail.
Oh, well, do you have a PO?
Yes.
Okay, so it'd probably be a probation violation.
Okay, I understand.
And then you don't want to answer any statements about the gun?
No, sir.
Did you know that car was stolen?
No, sir. I think we talked about it already.
Your flip-flops? Dude, I don't know where they are. Because I know one went flying in the drive-thru. I don't know where the other one went.
How did you guys get, dispatched? What was going on? I remember you telling you.
I didn't steal the car, but how did you get dispatched toward me?
You told me that the car was stolen. So what did you guys I know you guys have cameras on the lights. Did y'all just happen to see a light and say, okay, that's that stolen vehicle? I don't.
We have plate readers on our car.
Yeah,
I don't know
told
if
you.
dispatch is the right word.
Mm-hmm. That's the right word.
How did you guys get to the point where it's let's get this car, let's just chase this stolen car and box this stolen car and
we got an alert.
Alert. Where would the alert? I'm curious. I'm just trying to see
how do I make better criminal choices in the long run? How do I avoid getting caught by the police the next time I steal a car, rather than maybe I shouldn't steal a car? That's what this is coming across to me as. He's educating himself on how to make better criminal decisions versus educating himself on how to make better social decisions, how to be a better part of society.
how what the fuck even happened.
I wouldn't even bother telling him. This way he doesn't know the next time he steals a car, because these judges are probably not going to put him in prison where he belongs.
When nothing else works,
this is a career criminal.
Attempt by claiming that excessive force was used during the arrest. Ow. But by that point, the officer isn't buying it. Later, the Milwaukee Police Department confirms that the car Jelen was driving was in fact the stolen vehicle in question. Officers also retrieved the firearm from the scene that Jelen allegedly possessed.
You can do a DNA, you can do a fingerprint on it, and you'll be able to find out whose it was. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Jelen was transported to Milwaukee County Jail on the following charges: felony possession of a firearm by a convicted
That should be 5 years. That should be 5 years in prison right there.
felon, and misdemeanor resisting obstructing an officer. Subsequently, his cash bond was set.
How did they not charge him with being in possession of a stolen vehicle?
That's what I was.
He
just
clearly was driving it. He got in it to drive it. He had been driving it. I don't understand why he wasn't charged with driving a stolen vehicle.
And then he's at a McDonald's. There are security cameras at McDonald's. Can they not get security camera footage to prove that he's the one that drove the car up? I'm totally on board with Sheriff Lamb here. How did he not get charged with that? And then 5 years for a gun charge? Okay. Especially when this is the gentleman's second gun charge in terms of owning or possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. So yeah, maybe the first charge and the first consequence for that action wasn't enough.
Cash bond, $5,000? What a joke.
At $5,000, and his plea sentencing hearing is scheduled for August 11th, 2025.
Yeah, what a joke. I don't know what he got. I don't have a lot of faith, as you know, in people getting in trouble. We just did one the other day where 2 women were caught with 500,000 fentanyl pills in Arizona. In my county, they ended up getting prison time. They got like 3 years, and there was a lot of comments about how it was not enough, and that's right. My guess is they probably turned state's evidence. In this particular situation, I'm guessing that he is probably not going to get held accountable. I hope so. He deserves like 5 years in prison with between the stolen vehicle, which I'm not sure why they didn't charge him for it, but also the possession of a firearm by a felon. That should be 5 years. Boom, right out the door. But all of a sudden, we want to be soft on crime in a lot of these states, and I'm afraid I'm going to try to figure out how much time he got. It's not that easy because a lot of times we don't have their last name, but let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. Did he get enough time? How did these guys do? I thought they did great. Boxed them in, kept them from leaving in the car, got into a foot pursuit, ended up getting him tackled on the asphalt and put him in cuffs. And then he tried to play like he was smart in the interview. Allegedly had the gun, even though the cop saw him drop the gun right next to the food that he dropped on camera. So I think he's gonna have trouble with that. Let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next video.
Okay, Sheriff Lamb had a lot to say there. He's very informative, and I really like watching his videos because he gives it to you straight. And I enjoy watching videos that are reviewed by other officers because they are straight shooters and they want to let you know the officer side of things. This video didn't have a lot of interaction between the officer and the subject, so it was hard to really judge and give feedback on either side. When the officers were engaged with the subject, they were very calm. They used appropriate vocal tones, all of those things. So super proud of the officers for doing that. Even after the tackle and them getting him in custody in cuffs, they weren't yelling, screaming, doing anything wild. They were just trying to get him in custody. They did tell him to STFU at one point, but you can't win everything. That being said, obviously we have our 4 that we always have: controlling emotions, accepting consequences, following directions, the importance of education, and educating yourself. Those are always our 4. And then for this particular subject, I want to say that they could have definitely used honest communication. They were not communicating honestly at all with the officer. Most people, if they're in custody for something that they did wrong, are probably not communicating honestly, but it's amazing how much honest communication can make a difference when you do something wrong. And then self-correction, self-reflection. Let's be honest. The self-correction doesn't seem to be there. He was trying to educate himself, but for the wrong reasons. He's not reflecting on the choices that he's making that aren't the right choices and putting himself on a path of correction for that. He's just deciding that he's going to continue on his path. So definitely reflecting on the choices that he's made and correcting that path would be a good choice for him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was definitely interesting. I'm sorry that your DoorDash order didn't get there. Hopefully DoorDash understood. And maybe don't steal a car and try to do DoorDash. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, flam said, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.